I'm Dr. D here with the Pandemic Room. And today I thought I'd show you how to use the one glove method, or at least how to practice it at home, because for some of you who may have seen Dr. C's video where she's at the grocery store and might be a little intimidated just going right out there and getting your hands dirty, so to speak, right? So I'm just going to show you this one glove method. First, you notice I do have one glove. I have it on my dominant hand. I'm right-handed. I have my left hand is not gloved, and I call this one my ungloved hand, my me hand. So it can touch things that are on me, anything that is just going to come home with me, anything that is associated with me that pretty much only I have touched, or let's say my husband, somebody specific in my family. This hand here is my community hand. So this is the one that I keep gloved because I want to prevent, this is the glove that's going to be touching things like doors. Not your car door per se, but doors like at the grocery store if you have to open one. Touch screen if you do self-checkout. So things that people are really going to be touching quite frequently. Okay? So this is the community hand and this is my me hand. So when I look at something like at home, I have my refrigerator here, and it's stainless steel. So perhaps you can see I haven't washed it in a while. So in a sense, it's contaminated, right? And almost we can visually see some fingerprints, some schmutz, all sorts of good stuff there, right? At the grocery store, you don't always see that, but we can assume that these community objects are in fact contaminated. So if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm going to open a door, maybe a refrigerator door, with my gloved hand. An object that I may want to purchase, I'm probably going to use with my me hand. The idea there is that this is something that's coming home with me, and the likelihood of many people touching it is pretty minimal, as opposed to this refrigerator or freezer or some communal door that lots and lots of people are touching. Most people aren't pawing all the foods that you're interested in. So how do I make this useful? I look like I'm set to be a janitor. Perfect, right? So notice in my left pocket, because my left-handed is my me, right? I can touch me, I can touch my hair, I can adjust. Of course, I might get the sniffles or I might cough, because as soon as somebody says don't cough, what do? You have a coughing fit, right? So if I need to cough, if I need to wipe my nose, if I at least have this side of my shirt, if I accidentally touch my face, it's with this hand that's really not that shouldn't be coming in contact with anything that's communal. So notice I also have my cell phone in my pocket, I've got my keys in my left pocket, so these are the me items. I have a credit card, I even have a grocery list for old school people, right? That's including myself. So this is the pocket I'm using, this hand, this side kind of my body. These are things that are for me. Often what we have problems, and Dr. C showed this in her video, is a cart, right? Well, sometimes you can push with one hand, but sometimes you gotta turn and it's hard. So she had suggested bringing a grocery bag. Now, all of you should have this. So even if you don't have a glove, you can always come in with a couple grocery bags. So this is in case I need to, right, touch the cart. Of course, as soon as I'm touching it, I probably want to set it in the cart such that the side that is touching it is still sitting in, let's say, the basket of the cart, and this is kind of my contact area, right? So, so again, at home, you can practice a couple things. You can sit here and think about, how do I make this work, right? What do I need to do? Oh, oops, I touched this, right? So you can buzz yourself, you can start becoming aware, cognizant of what you're doing. What's your me hand and what's your community hand? So those are things you want to think about so that when you go to the store, you're not making a mistake and accidentally grabbing the cart with your me hand in the door. So just think about that and give it a try at home. Turn it into a game. Of course, let us know if you have a really fun don't touch game, or the me hand versus you, the community hand. Let us know. All right.